My name is Constance, 301 North Charlie Drive, Knoxville, Tennessee. I want to correct that for the record. It's not necessarily opposed, it's to raise concern. We have $1.5 million that is once again supposed to be coming directly towards particularly the African American, brown, and poor people community, because that's where the violence is actually occurring and happening. However, the biggest concern we have is how are we going to spend this money to address the core issues and core aspects of violence. It is poverty. We have went from 43 to 47% increase to it. We have 60% of the homeless community that are made up of people who cannot afford their homes. And yet we have an opportunity to bring funding in to really do something about that. And I see once again we're moving towards the typical cycle of surface and reaction addressing. What is the concern around this is why, number one, we had to create a new role for LaKenya where she could have done this through Park. Or more importantly, the equity task force that has been assigned with the agenda of coming up with $100 million over the next 10 years. And this is the first year and we're nowhere near $10 million to stay on track for that initiative. Why do we have to create the wheel over and over again while the car remains parked and make no progress towards equity and justice forward or moving progressively in that direction? This comes off as what it looks like, a political stunt. So that later on, when it's time to collect the black and brown and poor vote, we can wave our flags and say, look what we did for the Negroes once again of Knoxville. If we talk about violence interruption, then why are we not approaching it from a wraparound care approach with our police department? You have brought in a new police chief that is from the New Orleans Police Department, which is known to be one of the most corrupted police departments in America, to the point they had a primetime evening show just to highlight the corruption of New Orleans. They're applying for this program called ABLE. And the Urban League and NAACP wrote approval letters for them to participate in this program, yet we have had no addressal to Anthony Thompson Jr. We have had no addressal to the cops who are jumping on 8th graders over supposed marijuana odor. We have no addressal to the cop who was doing NASCAR and killed. We have had no addressal to the cop who has lied under oath, multiple cops. We have no addressal to the reports of employees actually reporting racism that is occurring in the police department. What are we doing when we talk about violence interruption? It's not just the community. It's not just poor legislation of gun policy. It is all aspects of it. It is poverty. It is homelessness. It is lack of affordability. It is our police departments participating in brutality. It is recreating the bill over and over and time again with new position and titles, yet no real addressal and no impact to the actual core issue. When are we going to get serious about this? And this is only something you're going to throw back in our face later the next time Randy Boyd or Clayton or Haslam is here standing here for an initiative so you can say, once again, we got to listen to Tommy Smith talk about how much has been done for the black community. Janet Tessman, she's not here tonight, but she's known for doing the same thing. Lauren Ryder, you participated in it. And, of course, Stephanie Welch. So what are we really getting here for the issues in our community? What about our black boys? What about our black girls? What about our black women? What about our black men? We got too many families in pain out here, and all I do is watch you all profit over and over again from the pain, but you do nothing for the core issue. This is not acceptable. This is poor leadership. What should you do? Use the power of your pen. That's what we voted you here for. That's why I'm running for office myself, because guess what? I do think I can do it better than you. I absolutely believe that wholeheartedly, and more importantly, I will finally have the access, the attainability of the power of the pen. That's the difference. I don't want to control it. I don't want to own it. I just want to access it so I can give it to all of us so we can all have a chance. We don't need LGBTQ policies under Constance every direction. We don't have to worry about homelessness being a felony under Constance every direction. What's the difference between Republican and Democrat? Nothing. Because Indy Kincannon was torturing and terrorizing homelessness before the state Republican legislator gave her the power to do it. We have to get serious. Beyond this aspect, it's not jokes, it's not games, it's not funny, it's no smiles, no smirk. People are literally dying. And you all have done nothing with your positions other than clown around, put on performances and pretend of tasks. In reality, our people are continuing to die. I yield my time.